You guys may be wondering what are these things on my face? They are the Peter Thomas Roth face and eye patches. You can put them wherever, so I decided to just go nuts and put them wherever.
I need them on my T-zone. The brisket, though.
Yes.
I'm gonna use the cooking method I did for that other shredded beef dish I made, but I'm just gonna put
flavorings.
Your mom's flavors in it.
Yeah, not cumin.
Not what?
Cumin.
No cumin. Just ketchup. That's how Whitney likes it.
Ketchup, tomato sauce, onions, Worcestershire.
The ketchup is central. The whole thing tastes like ketchup. Ketchup overrides every other thing you just mentioned. And that's what you like. And tonight you're getting your favorite dish.
What's fun about today, specifically this episode, is that it's a reunion. The last reunion we did, they were all virtual. And this, I'm assuming, is not at this point.
It's in person.
It's fun. Like, they're gonna be all dressed up. Reunions are fun.
This season on Siesta Key, life got so complicated, everyone wanted an escape.
I booked us all a private island. You guys are all invited.
The island getaway was supposed to bring peace, but instead delivered endless tears and thrown drinks.
I would be embarrassed to be you.
Some relationships weathered the storm.
This is a team thing. You and me.
I would love to move in.
While others may have washed away for good.
I wasn't treating you like a rebound.
I mean, it kind of feels like that.
I want to apologize.
I don't think you're a better person.
I'm your host, Rachel Lindsay, and tonight the Siesta Key crew is
What is on her face?
here to answer all the tough questions.
Those are so silly.
Do you think you guys need couples therapy?
Oh my God, why is her face weight and her body a different color?
So the way they do it in the Key.
Wow.
Have you hooked up
We never
since?
watched this, did we?
I can't lie.
Friendships hang in the balance.
How do you think I felt when my best friend hit me?
I'm gonna take 5. It's fine.
Not buying it.
Okay, want me to come with?
It looked like Amanda just had a stomach ache.
It's time to set sail. I'm not putting you in the hot seat. I'm actually asking Jordana.
I feel pretty hot right now. Stupid, yo.
The Siesta Key reunion starts now.
Stupid, yo. Whoa.
What song is that?
Is that
You take me high.
it's just a different part of the open?
Yeah, maybe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Siesta Key reunion. I'm your host, Rachel Lindsay.
That doesn't make sense. What about people who do a whole reaction series to it?
Well, we hadn't done it yet at this point.
Fair.
Tonight, your favorites are here to address the drama that splintered their friend group. Let's jump right in and introduce Siesta Key's finest. Please welcome Juliette, Kelsey, Sam, Madison, Chloe, Brandon, Amanda, and Garrett.
Where are they supposed to be looking?
Quiet up here.
My heart is louder than like anything else.
My legs are shaking.
I'm definitely nervous.
Oh yeah? And you're nervous about getting called out for your bad behavior?
Yeah, also, Amanda's dress looks like she is like
Hillary Clinton?
secretary in the 60s, right?
Right.
We had an intense season and an even more intense finale. Let's take a look at Madison's surprise pregnancy reveal.
I haven't seen this.
Are you kidding? Seriously? Are you me?
Madison! If I stood up, you guys would see a little bit. Oh my God! There,
Madison, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Obviously, that was emotional to watch.
Congrats.
Thank you. I'm so happy for you. Thank you, guys.
So, like, you know, this baby doesn't work out for Madison. It's obviously very tragic. I did see, though, that they have a baby.
Oh, they do?
They do.
Oh, that's great. right.
Yes, I was looking at Kelsey's Instagram yesterday, and she was like, cheers to sandals, and then I had to write cheers to blend, and then she was with Madison, and I looked, and they have...
She was like, cheers to their baby.
Well, yeah. I think they have another baby.
Amazing. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
thank God. An angel baby.
Yeah.
Kelsey and Juliette's competing swimwear line. It was the tip of the iceberg in their strained friendship. But the slap heard around the island was the final straw. Let's take a look.
Okay.
We're talking about all the trips that we used to take.
Yeah, that we won't be taking anymore.
What the is wrong with you?
That's fine. You're secretly in love with him.
No. What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Is that not true?
You're a psychopath. Get the out of my face.
You can get the out of my
Throw
face.
this in your face.
This is so
A lot of the
I'm
face.
actually kind of hot, so cool me off.
And I would be embarrassed to be you.
Oh.
Another one!
No.
Fine, I'm not trashy like that.
Disgusted by
You were miserable with your own life.
So drunk and today that you don't even remember saying this.
Ah!
Oh, no. That's an idiot. That's an idiot.
What just happened? She slapped so hard. You! You wanna go? You are psycho! You're so incredibly thirsty. It's
For what?
pathetic.
To be you? Who would want to be you? Look at yourself.
Woo, okay. Whew. You guys, that was really, really intense to watch.
Yeah,
Now,
it
before we
was.
dive into all of that, I want to welcome Cara into the conversation.
What? Did you just appear as if
Yeah,
from nowhere?
Why? Why didn't you just come from the beginning?
I don't know.
How do you feel seeing that again?
You know, that was a really low point in my life. Although I regret it and I wish it never happened, I think it was a wake-up call.
Not buying it, Kelsey.
It just sucks that we got to the point that we did, and I'm not proud of all of it. I think that it's really sad
Ooh, upper lip tears.
because we were best friends. I know neither of us wanted to be those girls, and I think we just got so caught up in our egos.
No, Kelsey really, I think, behaved fine in that moment. Yeah, she probably shouldn't have said cool me off, but
Right.
she didn't get disgusting.
Yeah.
She didn't throw drinks. She didn't hit anyone.
Juliette should take full ownership.
Yes,
and responsibility.
yes, that's what I'm saying.
It was a lesson learned.
For both of
Yeah,
us.
but I don't get how to get to that point. And also, I've still yet to this day to get an apology from you off camera ever. And I thought our friendship was deeper than that.
It wasn't.
My apology would have been the same
Okay,
on
but
camera or off camera.
Okay, well,
And
I
it
would have
doesn't
appreciated that off camera.
make it any less than it was.
Okay.
We did all sign
It
up to do this
does.
show.
Does
we
make
did
it
all
less.
make that agreement.
No one signed up to get hit, though.
No, not at all. But there's a line, with
Yeah.
her
Yeah, but it's
being
also
I'm not gonna do it until she does it behind camera. Sorry, that's not how our world works.
Kelsey, do you think that Juliette's apology was genuine since she wouldn't apologize to you off camera?
I don't know. I mean, I like to hope so. I don't know.
You know, it's hard. It's really hard.
What's hard?
What's hard?
Yeah, thank you, Rachel
thank
Lindsay.
you.
She's a lawyer, so she knows how to make sure people make fucking
Interrogate.
sense.
It's no excuse for my behavior, but
So why are you
being on
crying?
a TV show is really hard. And
Ew, Cara's.
Desperate.
I have a hard time being true to myself and being strong enough to say no.
What? To what?
She's saying she's getting lost in being on a reality show, and she's getting pushed into doing things.
The producer made them hit her. I mean,
or she's just lost.
yeah, reality shows do up things to people, but you can't. You have to own your actions.
I think that one thing is clear here is that clearly there's emotion from both of you, and you're both
That's
feeling
clear.
something. Cara,
No
the
doubt.
last time you saw these two, they were best friends. How shocked were you to learn that this had transpired and what happened on the island happened?
I actually wasn't really shocked just because this group goes through a lot of transitions when it comes to being friends and not being friends. I was shocked by what it had come to, and I'm also shocked by how long it's lasted.
So I want to ask you a question, Kelsey, because a lot of people feel like you did egg Juliette on, knowing that you would get a reaction
No, I
out
was
of
pissed
her.
off because she was calling my boyfriend my pet, and there was things that were said off camera a couple of nights before that I was frustrated about. But Yes, I shouldn't have done that, but still that's no excuse for someone to lay hands on someone else.
She's right. There's no excuse to lay hands on someone, but I really don't like the antagonizing.
She had one line of antagonizing in the middle of Juliette came for her. Juliette went right up to Max and started flirting with her. And she came in and Kelsey came in a little hot and was like, "Are you flirting with my boyfriend?" And then Juliette went nuts.
There was a lot of tension that night, you know, not
That
even
was
between.
like one of 2 fights.
Can I say something to you? In watching this season, one thing that's a reoccurring theme is that you continue to make excuses for your behavior.
Yeah.
I didn't want that to happen. I felt really hurt and betrayed, and it's my defense to protect myself. I'm really emotional. How do you think I felt when my best friend hit me? I'm gonna take 5 if that's fine.
You okay, babe? You okay? I'm gonna come
No.
And that's how it goes.
I think I'm gonna quit the show.
It might be a good idea for you.
I didn't like that at all. That was really, really not cool.
What was not cool? You didn't think you were going to be put on the spot?
Rachel Lindsay saying she makes excuses. She thinks she's the star of the show, which she is, but it's a different kind of show. It's more ensemble-y. She is the star, but she has to answer for her on the reunion. Come on, girl.
Juliette's very emotional and she's very sensitive, and she gets to a point where she can't
It's all bullshit. Everything she's about to say after here is just an excuse and not the truth. And it's a waste of breath.
Like everything's just getting escalated worse and worse the longer we wait. It's like, let's just sit down and talk about it like adults.
Yes, absolutely.
I have apologized. I apologized 20, 30 times on camera.
You should say this.
How has it been for you guys to watch your friends go through this?
It's hard for us all to come back together until they can come together. We're family, and I think it's really time we try and move on.
It has to come from Juliette to be the one to reach out, and it should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, please.
I don't know if it's ego or what.
For so long, Juliette did not forgive Kelsey for what she said to Sam, which is fair. I think we all agree Kelsey
and I was in
messed
the
up.
wrong,
But for
completely.
so long, Juliette did not forgive her, and everyone was like, yeah, Kelsey really messed up this time. And then now that Juliette hit Kelsey, everyone's like, all right, it's time to make up now.
She's laughing.
Oh, thank God they have those masks back on.
Thank you for rejoining us. I know that was really emotional for you.
But you made a lot of excuses as to why you hit Kelsey. Explain why you did that. You need to let her get away with it.
And I want to ask you, how are you feeling?
I think I struggle with addressing situations because I just wish that they would disappear.
Yeah.
Okay, like that.
I mean, she's being honest.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling vulnerable.
That's big of you to admit that, right?
I would love to have a conversation off camera with you.
I would too.
That's a step.
It's a step.
That's a step forward. That's a step in the right direction. It seems like there's a lot of love between the two of you, between all of you on stage.
They're like, no.
But we've got so much more to talk about. From rapping to swaddling, no one has taken on more responsibility than Brandon. After not being there for Delaney's pregnancy, this season, he was finally ready to embrace fatherhood. Take a look.
Was he, though?
I wasn't there for the whole pregnancy. First couple months he was alive, and I don't want you to take my new to this as I'm not prioritizing it or I'm uncomfortable. I'm just new and I'm trying to bond.
I think you stepping up and seeing him is super important and good.
You know, thinking about things that are coming up, parental rights and agreement.
You need parental rights.
You as a mother, me as a father, we both have time spent with him. Quincy's gonna have everything that he needs to have, you know?
Now joining us virtually, please welcome Delaney and baby Quincy.
Oh my God.
Hi, Quincy.
Look, I had a couch like that, but that microfiber couch, that's tough times.
It's awesome. It's just my biggest accomplishment, my biggest creation. It gives you more of a reason to live and live right.
You light up when you see him. You're so happy, and it's a very cool thing to see.
He's just so adorable.
Thank you.
Since it's Quincy's bedtime right now, we're gonna say goodbye to him and let him go.
Well, yeah, they just look at them.
Quincy's already
Quincy cannot hear what's about to go down.
No,
okay, we'll scar him for life.
How has co-parenting been for you?
We're learning as we go for both new parents.
It's just a matter of taking it day by day, just working together and just making sure that it's all in Quincy's best interest and for him, so.
That's really, really good to hear.
That's really, really what's up.
Delaney, our eagle-eyed fans, they were rewatching season 1 and they spotted you in the background at a party standing behind Brandon. So does this mean that you and Brandon have been friends for a while?
I mean, that was in my hometown, so yeah, I was definitely there.
How much Xanax are you on?
Was this when you were dating Madison?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my mind was about to be. It was when we were in New York.
I think what was so surprising to everyone is we didn't realize that you guys went that far back.
Yeah, we've kept in touch.
Okay, nothing gets past Siesta Key fans.
I'm honestly...
What's so funny about this? He was cheating on Madison with Delaney like long before he said they got together. Cool, Brandon.
Yeah,
like
not
you're just
funny.
addicted to being a dickhead.
Yeah, no, Delaney, thank you so much, for being here. And of course, we were happy to see baby Quincy as well. We cannot wait to watch him grow up.
Nobody's gonna watch him grow up.
Bye,
Okay.
Delaney.
Bye, Delaney.
Take care.
Honestly, good luck.
Oh, and Brandon, we're not done with you yet.
No, yeah.
In addition to daddy duties, Brandon was also looking for a second chance with Camilla. But things got complicated when Jordana arrived. Siesta Key's new Picasso wasn't afraid to get messy. Take a look.
I'm here to have fun for me. Look at us.
Look at us.
Out on the island.
Oh my God. Brandon and Jordan just kissed.
The time is here. I want to thank Juliette and Jordana for being in the video.
Your video was great, minus the hoe. Come talk to my face. No, I'm not talking to a drunk. I told you to shut the f up. You did? Yeah, I didn't want to hear it. You shouldn't have done that. Brandon likes me wet, bitch.
Stop! What the are you talking about? Say everybody shut the up! Get the out of here!
You guys really do have unresolved.
No, I know,
And like, it's deeper than what I even thought. And it's just like, I just don't want to be a part of that.
I wasn't treating you like a rebound at all. I was just.
I mean, it kind of feels like that.
Now joining us, please welcome Jordana.
Hello.
Brandon, you came to the island.
Jordana. It's not a good hair color for you.
No, I don't mind the hair color. It's just like...
It's too done up. People just get too done up.
Too done up. Like, everyone's so good looking on this show. Like, they don't need to do all this.
That's what we mean.
You came to the island hoping to win Camilla over, but then you quickly started hooking up with Jordana. Why move forward with Jordana?
As a man, I think a problem we have is we want it all. We don't want to hurt somebody. And even though I have a lot of love for Camilla, it was sort of like the love at that time should have been given her space. I have a problem confronting things. I want to have a good time. I don't want to vibe. I don't want confrontations.
Confrontation.
The island was so beautiful.
It sounds like you live life in the moment.
Yeah, that's a real great way of not taking responsibility.
Yeah,
I'm that way too. So that's why me and Brandon like click. You guys are single.
Yes.
Young adults. You can do
and
whatever
I'm
you
not a
want.
dummy.
If I would have thought for 1 second that Brandon and Camilla had a chance of getting back together, I wouldn't have even honestly like talked to him.
Well,
you know, I didn't owe her anything. I wasn't her friend.
But you told her you were trying to be her friend on the beginning of the island before the cameras came up. You had a conversation with her saying that you were going to be her friend.
No, I didn't. Joe was there, and the whole time she was talking to me, telling me all this stuff about Brandon that I never asked her once to tell me about anything about him.
You know what I think Camilla's problem is? She doesn't want to be with Brandon, but she doesn't want anyone else to be with him too.
There it is.
you nailed it, sister.
Everything was on me, you know? After the breakup, you know, I don't really know what to do. I should have just sort of left it alone, but that's not how I felt. So I was like saying things, and that led up to the island to where it was like this weird, you know, where are we? What is this? And, you know, like I said, I've just been sort of bad at love over the last lifetime.
Bad at love doesn't even come close to explaining how reckless you've been.
Jordana, you decided to stop pursuing things with Brandon because you felt like he couldn't prioritize you. Have you hooked up since?
Oh, sounds like she's got some info.
Oh my God, so that's a yes then, right?
Yeah, we were hooking up since then, yeah.
Who gives a
So when's the last time y'all hooked up?
Who cares?
The producers know something happened last night.
Last night, question mark?
At the W, Times Square,
Definitely.
New York City, where MTV put us up.
Last night. I'm gonna say last night.
Was it last night? Is that true?
Was it last night? No, I went to sleep last night after dinner.
Jordana, you're kind of quiet. Is that how it went down last night? I'm only asking because somebody just said last night.
Right now.
I just haven't
Who cares?
I can't lie.
So that would be
I mean, you can say whatever y'all want to say. Y'all want to put me in this
Who
hot
cares?
seat.
I'm not putting you in the hot seat.
Who is he dating someone right now? Who cares?
Who knows? Maybe.
What? I feel pretty hot right now.
Well, you don't want to tell? Are you ashamed of that?
I answered the question.
Guys, they hooked up last night. I think I can sum this.
Stupid.
No.
That's some dumbass, bro.
Yeah, that's you. That's your choices.
Just so not. What's up?
I'm sure he's dating someone, and this is why
It's Camilla. He's been talking to Camilla.
What a piece of
Wow.
And that was needed. Like, we needed to understand why he was so upset.
I would like to hear from you. Why do you think he's so upset?
I have no idea.
Guilty conscience, maybe? He
I have
maybe
no
feels
idea.
like he's doing something
Is he
wrong.
single?
That's right. I would like to know that too.
No, he's definitely not
You
single.
know.
He's Why would he sit here and act like he just went to bed?
Well, I think he's
Right.
single, but I think he may still want Camilla back.
She's like, what do I do with this visor?
It has not ended at all.
I'm back.
Here,
I'm back.
Running. I'm
Brandon,
okay.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to upset you. I thought you guys were, this was just kind of in the open because you guys admitted to hooking up.
What's the problem?
Why did you walk away? Is it because you're still talking to Camilla?
Brandon, you did nothing wrong.
Why is it a bad thing, though?
Let's just drop it.
No, Kelsey.
No, yeah.
What?
Some things should be left private.
We can put a pin in it and talk about the next thing. There's plenty of other things to talk about.
Yeah.
It felt like no one in this group was thrilled to see
Rachel Lindsay.
So weird.
I would not have let that go.
Never. And Andy Cohen would never.
No.
Her explosive rant on a boat left enemies in her wake. Yet, she sailed into the island this season, ready to make amends. Take a look.
I'm just like trying to make amends with people.
I really don't care what you have to say.
I don't think I'll ever like you. You don't know who I am, but I know everything you put him through, though. Oh no, it's all my fault now. Okay.
You say nothing is your fault, but like you made me feel like my meal plans weren't good and that my supplements were lacking in nutritional value.
You said I used my mom's MS as a ploy, which is absolutely unforgivable.
Not proud of that.
Like, and then my favorite, you called me SpongeBob SquarePants, ugly ass bitch with fake lip injections. Here on out, don't talk to me, don't touch me, leave me alone, and just stay the away. I just wanted to make sure you were okay because EG's party was an absolute nightmare. Even just you coming here does show growth on your end, and I know we have our differences, but thank you. When we were together, I was so much more negative. I feel like I didn't show you like the love that you needed to feel appreciated, and I'm sorry for that.
Woo! Okay, so a lot to get into. And Madison, you were the only one who remained friends with Cara. What was it that you saw in her that no one else did?
She's been an incredible friend to me. She had a freak out, she freaked out, but everyone took it so personally. And like, I've seen everyone in this group say horrible things to other people in this group.
I know, I have.
And so I was very confused why it was so easy for everyone just to write her off when we all had a solid friendship with her.
And then Garrett, for you, I mean, what was going through your mind when you saw Cara pull up on that boat?
I mean, I was just thrown off. Like, how I left off on things just wasn't good. And like, there was just a lot of anxieties and stuff like that. And it just, I don't know.
I also think that was a conversation for Garrett and I to have, though, not Kenna and I. I'm not really sure why, like, she was, like, his bodyguard that night.
Because she's a ride or die.
She's a ride or die. That must be it, Garrett.
Or she was right about you being condescending, though. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, when someone's attacking me, I'm definitely gonna get condescending.
Cara, it was important to you that you apologize to Kelsey. Why is that?
Just looking back on the things that I said, I'm so embarrassed. And, like, having to see it on TV is so horrifying, but apologizing to you was really my first priority.
And I also think one of the biggest things was with us is neither of us gave each other a chance. Like right off the bat, we were just like at each other's necks. So we never even got to
At each other's nuts?
Throats, necks.
Nuts?
And so I think, like, since the island, we both have gotten that opportunity, and I know her apology was genuine, and that means a lot to me.
And Cara, do you feel welcomed back by this family?
I
do not
feel so different this time around with this group. I feel like this is like a group of my friends. I'm much more comfortable with them now.
That's good to hear. You guys. So glad to have you back. Okay, well, we've got more coming up. Juliette put aside her hesitation to live with Sam to make him happy. Is she regretting her decision? We'll find that out next.
Nice question.
This season, Sam and Juliette's picture-perfect relationship was tested like never before, starting with the not-so-picture-perfect
is
portrait.
condescending.
Things escalated even further
Well, they're trying to tee up the painting.
thanks to Jordana's non-stop flirting. Take a look.
Okay.
So when did you and Sam become friends?
I actually met him through his ex, Brittany.
Jordana and Sam's ex were like best friends, so the three of them hung out together a ton. And then after Sam and his ex broke up, Jordana hooked up with him. So I think it's fair to say that Jordana couldn't really be trusted.
Oh my god. Holy
I feel like, honestly, it doesn't look like my face that much.
I think it looks like Jordan.
I can't unsee
It looks like her.
Sam's great. I love Sam. We should make out.
No, we're not doing that.
Why do you do that?
I mean, I'm just being me. Like, I can't help if like someone like is attracted to me or not. To be honest.
You're literally nothing to me, and I don't like you, so I think you should off.
Okay. Jordana, a lot of people thought that it did look like you.
Like me?
More like you than it did Juliette.
I'm not that good of an artist, okay? Is that the beat?
Most of my artwork takes like months to get it finished. The first one, it was, pretty rushed. I didn't have the right photos. I was using Juliette's selfies on Instagram, so.
My throat's sore. I've had a sore throat for a month and a half, and this is not an acoustic environment that's suitable to request this from me.
It did kind of look like me, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I thought it was like kind of a mix a little bit, but it's a painting, it's not gonna be like exact, or you just have a picture, so.
So neutral.
What? I don't know.
No.
One thing that we just watched in that package is the relationship between Sam and Jordana.
to be honest, I'm looking at that and I'm really embarrassed of like what I look like and the stuff I'm saying. I think I was doing it out of like spite because like I felt like I was being attacked, and I was like, okay, like Sam, we should make out like as a joke, you know, and too many tequila shots for sure.
Luckily, I trust my boyfriend, though. She had her sloppy advances towards him that he never went through with, so.
Do you trust Jordana?
No offense.
None taken.
I'm pretty, cool with Jordana now, too. We finally got to, really know each other, and she's cool. I like her.
But, I don't trust her.
Jordana's flirting didn't stop Juliette and Sam from taking the next step in their relationship, but Juliette's hesitation to move in sparks some serious questions about their future together. Take a look.
Honestly, I had something I kind of wanted to, sort of ask you. It would mean a lot to my parents and my dog if you would want to move in.
I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet. Can I think about it?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine. Have you put any more thought into moving in?
I have thought about it, and
Did it hurt when you were thinking?
I would love to move in.
I'm like wifey now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like it.
Oh, yeah, that's what people say when they like stuff.
I like it.
No, I like it.
I just didn't think that I was quite ready for that step yet. I was just kind of afraid. I'd never had lived with a boyfriend before, and I was so used to living with all these girls.
Well, in that moment, Sam,
Yeah.
you looked shocked when she said no.
We were dating for about a year or whatever,
look at
and
Brandon behind them. He is in his own spiral of shame right now.
I'm 29, so I'm like, are we just gonna be friends who hook up and have different houses forever type thing, or?
You mean boyfriend, girlfriend?
Should I keep, pursuing this, or just kind of do my own thing, or what? But
We were not friends that just hooked up.
I know, but you know what I mean? I just feel at a certain point.
But I get what you're saying.
Well, and you were at my house, you pretty much lived there. Just I really didn't understand what the big deal was, so.
It's not super easy to live with someone.
No,
We're
it's not.
essentially
Yeah.
married.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's definitely like our struggles and stuff.
Chloe, you know them both very well. How do you think the two of them have been able to navigate their relationship this past year?
Let's get you involved.
Like any other relationship, they've had their troubles. Juliette,
she's like, this is all approved. You've been approved to say this, but you're getting close to the line.
Sam is not a confrontational person at all. Yeah. And I think them two kind of blow up, and then it settles and it's fine, but the blowing up is a little much.
You like kind of like hold everything in, and then something will happen, and like, you know, just something stupid. Then you're like, I'm going off to Miami, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm having my friends over here.
That's
and
not how it happens.
I mean, that's how it happened last time.
Anyway, we'll do couples therapy with a therapist.
Let's do it.
Not
I'm with
here.
it.
He's like, let's do it. I'd love to. Sam, for you, how do you see this relationship growing?
I'm just like taking it day by day, right? I'm just trying to get through this reunion right now, honestly. And then
I think that is a really like debilitating thing in relationships, though, is the people around us constantly asking, where is this going? Why do I need to know that? I'm 23. Can't I just enjoy being with my boyfriend and then see what happens?
Okay. The reason I think that people ask you
Sam
that
doesn't
question
okay with
is
that.
because,
No,
you know,
because he's older. He wants. Well, she's about to say it.
Sam has expressed, I'm 29, I'm not here to waste my time. You know, he's talked about his past relationship, that it was long.
yeah, long time.
I can see Juliette being like, that's why I don't want to be with him. Do you hear how he talks?
Which brings me to the biggest cameo of the finale, your ex, Brittany. Sam, how long did you date Brittany, and what's the history there?
Like 10 years or something, like on and off or something.
It's great.
He loves
Sorry,
rolling his eyes.
continue.
And she was a part of the friend group?
Yeah.
I've known her for a really long time.
A lot of mutual friends with Juliette, so it kind of made it a little weird with that, but I don't know.
What happened there?
I don't even know what happened, honestly. Like, we were so young.
I believe you.
I don't know, just a lot of like little things that would happen. We like went to college together, everything, and then it was like a lot of things, I guess you could say.
But what did you learn from that relationship that has helped you in the current relationship you have with Juliette?
I don't really know, to tell you the truth. Like, it was just kind of crazy. Did I learn? I don't really know what I learned from that relationship, honestly.
I'm not here to answer questions, all right? I don't know.
Welcome back to the Siesta Key reunion. Garrett is the king of working out.
It's not a bad thing to be a king of.
Unfortunately, his relationships have not.
Oh.
But things changed this season when he found his soulmate and she had him thinking about rings. Take a look.
I know that you're the girl that I want to spend the rest of my life with. Kenna, I got you a promise ring. And the promise is that
so cute.
I will, promise to only be with you and you only until the day that I do marry you.
And rings, I was like with diamonds.
You're so sweet.
Yeah, no point in reenacting.
I wish I would like her to be there, though.
She'll show up.
What is it about Kenna that makes you so confident she's the one?
I mean, we compliment each other a lot, She's very driven.
Do you think that he means that they have like a good yin-yang thing going, or that they literally say like your hair looks nice?
That was like one of the first things that I loved about her is how hardworking she is. And I don't know, we just mesh like super, super easy.
Yeah, it's effortless.
Yeah.
I just found a non-toxic person.
Cara, do you think that Kenna's a good match for Garrett?
I do, from what I've seen. They take good pictures, so.
They're inseparable. They're adorable.
So you gave Kenna a promise ring. I have to ask, how long until the real one?
The way that everything's going, I mean, I could see within like a year or so.
You got
maybe,
it.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's not here in Siesta Key. We've got babies, we've got engagements. Listen, we can't wait to see what the future holds for you and Kenna. And right now, I want to see what's new with Madison and Ish. Before the baby reveal, Madison and Ish were in the middle of planning the wedding of their dreams. But even the perfect venue wasn't enough to calm her anxiety. Let's take a look.
I've decided to put the wedding on hold for now.
What's going on?
I've been having a lot of anxiety and depression again, like I did in college. I know that I'm not my best self for him. And when we do have this wedding, I want to be all in. There's just way too many factors involved, and it doesn't feel right. It's not something I want to be doing right now.
When the time's right, we'll do it. This is a team thing, you and me.
Talk to us about what you were going through and why you decided to come to that decision.
I've dealt with anxiety and depression before the show even began, but then, you know, coming on and being so vulnerable and opening up your world to so much criticism, I didn't have a way to deal with it. I think I became very codependent with Ish, and all my anxiety I would put on him. And I think that was really, really unhealthy, you know?
And like the way she was at that point is a whole different girl than you are even today. It's insane, and like I feel like you're in such a better place. And
Poor choice of
I
words.
think talking about mental health normalizes it.
Yeah.
And you're helping so many people by having that conversation, and I'm glad that you were facing it head on. Congratulations on everything. It's
Thank
such an
you.
exciting time for you. It really, really is.
I'm a Madison fan. Like, she bugs with the baby voice, but like, you know, generally she's very smart and like really has her head on right.
Find out what her friends really think about the new Chloe when the Siesta Key reunion returns.
Let's talk about how much you think they make. They're in this is the end of the 4th season.
It's probably a sliding scale.
Why don't you explain what that means compared to, what is it called, favored nations?
Yeah. So there were certain people on the hills that were all paid the same.
Was there like a tier system?
Yes, it got to that. We were all paid differently until sort of the end. And that was especially, anyways, I don't need to get into that. But in these shows, they got more savvy, and since there are so many reality shows, like it's just so saturated, the fees aren't high anymore. But I would say that these guys are making like $5,000 to $20,000 an episode.
Juliette making 20 and like Jordana making 5, something like that.
Yeah, if Jordana's in an episode, maybe she makes 5.
I bet Chloe's up near the top. Let's say she's making 20 an episode, and they did how many episodes this season? I don't know, probably took a couple paychecks and went and bought herself a watch.
Yeah, maybe. But that would be wasteful.
Yeah, but that would track.
We're back with more Siesta Key reunion.
Can you like
I'm
tell
Rachel
what Rachel Lindsay looked like
now,
as a kid?
Chloe entered this season focused on self-growth, and she was so dedicated to her journey that she quit the show. But
For a
even
week.
her closest friends had a hard time believing her pot-stirring days were behind her. Chloe, why was it so important for you to work on yourself?
No, Chloe.
It's emotional. I can't. I need to just like compose. It's been a long road. It's been a lot of healing.
You know, being on a show, you watch yourself. And
That's true.
Unfortunately, I didn't like what I saw. And I knew I had to change. And so I did.
Madison, when you saw Chloe's video message that she was quitting, you teared up.
Oh, I got a video. What? Chloe.
In life, and also in Siesta Key Soda, there are many seasons. And my season of Florida Key Shore has come to a closing place.
And them all.
Oh my God.
Goodbye now.
I know I didn't expect you to. I didn't either. That's so dramatic. Like, she's so judgmental lately. I'm like so annoyed.
Where was that coming from? Why did you do that?
I feel like we've gone through so much together, and I don't want to lose her. In this environment, there's only a few of us that have started this all together. And I'm glad to have her back.
Well, Chloe, when you shared that video message, we saw Madison and Kelsey get emotional, but then we saw your friends, Amanda and Juliette, they were laughing. How did their reaction?
They're not your friends. Not your friends.
I know that both of them are really supportive of me now, so I let it go.
But I'm saving it in a file,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
to bring up at any time.
I didn't know what was really gonna stick at that time because I had seen it before.
Yeah.
Me too. I've known Chloe too since we were 14, 15 years old. You know, I'm very, very proud of you and like what you've done. Seriously. When anybody says like, always know what you've done.
Aw, Garrett.
She tried to make amends with you, but you had a very strong opinion about her.
Hello. You and I haven't spoken in over a year and a half. You probably blame me, and I understand why.
You have hurt so many of your friends. It's like, what the point.
I'm not gonna sit here and try and convince you like, I'm a better person, I've changed. Like, if you don't wanna give me that opportunity, then you don't have to.
I'm not going to. I don't think you're a better person because I don't think you can change.
Where do these feelings come from?
The fact that she still to this day has not admitted that that was a complete fabrication of a story, that I cheated on Garrett. Like the journey, like one day you're sober, you're praying over people, you're telling people they have low vibrational, whatever the it is. I don't condone the journey. I don't support it. I don't really care about it.
I find it extremely hypocritical of you that you showed up, you wanted everyone to forgive you for what you've said and done, and quite honestly, Cara's opinion means less than nothing.
Well, I think you do bring up an interesting point because, Cara, you did come back and you wanted forgiveness from everyone else, but then you couldn't give that same forgiveness to Chloe. Why is that?
Because, like, I mean, if I were Cara, I'd be like, because I genuinely was sorry, and I think Chloe's just saying she is sorry. I don't buy it.
I'm just never gonna trust her again, and I think that's, simply put, that's really it.
I will say this because I know it's something that's important to you, and I was going to talk to you about it in private. So yes, I said you cheated on your ex, Garrett, and I do not know that for sure.
So you lied? Because that's what Cara's seeking from you, right? She's seeking the acknowledgement that you lied on her.
It was horrible, and I'm sorry for
It's good to admit that, though. She admitted she lied. That's awesome.
That's so gross.
Oh, cool. 2 years later,
Like,
you admit that you lied, and now you're supposed to be a hero for that? You people don't understand.
You lied. That's amazing.
Wow. You should get an award.
You don't have to be best friends, but, you know, you could at least be civil.
Her and I being friendly with each other, great. Will we ever be actual friends again? No.
Feel you, Cara.
Okay, Chloe, before we go, is there anything else
Chloe
that you
would
want to say
totally
about
still be
your
friends with Cara.
You can change your life around whenever you want. The only person that matters is who you look at in the mirror, and as long as you're happy with what you see, you don't need validation from anyone else.
Very well said, Chloe.
I don't always think that's necessarily true.
Take a page out of Chloe's book, and remember, there are no failures in life, only lessons. A special thanks to our Siesta Key friends for joining us tonight. We can't wait to head back to paradise when Siesta Key returns later this year. Until then, I'm Rachel Lindsay, and good night.
You still are. Round of applause. They hate this. Every single one hates being a part of
Hated
it.
it. I thought Rachel Lindsay did a good job.
Great job. Great job. We could have done a better job, but great job. We'll be going into what we like to call fresh reactions.
Yeah, because I don't really remember what happens from here.
Me neither.
But like, that's nothing new for me.
No.
So I love you guys. Peace in the streets. We'll see you next time. And let's see how these worked. Oh my God, I'm 23 again. Bye.